The wheels of my Air Canada flight touched down in Medellin at 11:47 p.m. Jacob Morrison, 35, marketing director from Toronto, and I was about to conquer South America's party capital. I'd done this dance before. Bangkok's Khao San Road? Check. Amsterdam's red light district? Double check. I practically had a PhD in nightlife navigation. Medellin was just another pin on my ever-expanding travel map. The night air was thick and intoxicating, carrying whispers of grilled arepas and cigarette smoke. Neon signs painted the rain-slicked streets in electric blues and hot pinks, while countless motos buzzed past like mechanical hornets. I was alive. I was invincible. I was about to learn the most expensive lesson of my life. 3 blocks from my Airbnb in El Poblado, nursing my second Aguila beer, she appeared. Mary, raven black hair, crimson lips, and eyes that sparkled with mischief. She wore a black dress that hugged every curve. "You look lost, Gringo," she said in accented English, sliding onto the bar stool beside me. I laughed. "Lost? I'm exactly where I want to be." "No, no, no." She shook her head, hair swaying hypnotically. "This place? Tourist trap. You want real Medellin nightlife? My cousin owns the hottest spot in Provenza. VIP section, no cover charge, premium bottles on the house. Tonight only." Every travel guide had screamed the same warning. Don't trust the beautiful local who approaches you. Don't follow strangers to secondary locations. I knew all this. I'd even given this exact advice to friends. But here's the thing about confidence. It makes you stupid. And Mary made stupid look like the smartest decision I'd ever make. We will call it Park Club, sat wedged close to Gusto Nightclub, marked only by a massive bouncer and a subtle neon sign. Nothing screamed tourist trap. It looked underground, exclusive, exactly what every traveler dreams of finding. Mary whispered something to the bouncer in rapid Spanish. He unhooked the velvet rope, and we descended into the city's pulsing heart. The club was everything she'd promised. Bass lines vibrated through the floor, laser lights carved patterns through artificial fog. Beautiful people moved to the rhythm like they were born dancing. Mary guided me to a raised VIP platform. A cocktail waitress immediately appeared with 2 glasses of something amber and expensive looking. "Salud," Mary said, raising her glass. "To new adventures." We clinked glasses. The liquor burned perfectly, top-shelf stuff. I was living the dream. That's when Mary excused herself. "Bathroom," she mouthed over the music. "Don't go anywhere, guapo." I watched her black dress disappear into the crowd. I never saw her again. The waiter appeared exactly 4 minutes later, different from the cocktail waitress, older, wearing an expensive suit that didn't hide his bulk. Without asking, he set down an ice bucket on my table, black lacquered wood, LED lights embedded around the rim, and nestled in crushed ice sat a bottle of Don Julio 1942 tequila. "Disculpe," I called. "I didn't order this." He smiled, the kind that doesn't reach the eyes. "La señorita ordered for you. Special celebration." He placed a leather folder on the table and walked away. Inside, an itemized bill. Don Julio 1942, 2,800,000 pesos. Service charge, 300,000 pesos. VIP table fee, 400,000 pesos. Total, 3,500,000 pesos. I pulled out my phone's calculator. They were charging me roughly $875 for 1 bottle of tequila I never ordered. I laughed out loud. This had to be a mistake, some mix-up with another table. That's when I noticed the exits. Every single door now had a man standing guard, not security in uniforms, just men in plain clothes, arms crossed, eyes scanning like predators. My laughter died. They moved with military precision. The waiter returned with 2 companions. One was massive, easily 6 feet 4 inches and built like a tank. The other was smaller but more frightening, with dead eyes. "Senor Jacob," the waiter said quietly, "we need to discuss your tab." How did he know my name? Mary, obviously. "There's been a mistake," I said. "I never ordered that bottle." The big man leaned down, face inches from mine. His breath smelled like cigarettes and menace. "No mistake. You drink, you pay. Simple." "No confusion," the smaller man whispered. "You pay now, or we have problem." They weren't asking, they were informing. "Come," the waiter said, gesturing toward a door marked Privado. "We discuss privately." The big man's hand found my shoulder. Not violent, but the threat was clear. I followed them. The back room stripped away any pretense of legitimate business. Concrete walls, a single bare bulb, 2 plastic chairs, and the smell of fear sweat from previous victims. They sat me down hard. The smaller man positioned himself in front of me while the others flanked the door. "Phone," he said, extending his palm. My iPhone XS Max disappeared into his pocket. "Now we talk business," he said. "You owe money. You pay money. Very simple." "I'm not paying for something I didn't order. This is extortion." The big man drove his fist into my ribs, not hard enough to break anything, but sufficient to empty my lungs and fill my world with pain. "No extortion," the smaller man said calmly as I gasped. "Just bill. You want to leave? You pay bill." He pulled out my phone and held it in front of my face. Face ID unlocked it instantly. "Banking app," he commanded. My hands shook as I navigated to my TD Bank app. My travel account, loaded with $25,000 for this South American adventure, displayed like a neon target. Transfer, 3,500,000 pesos. I can't transfer pesos from a Canadian account. Another punch to my stomach. I doubled over, retching. USD then, $900. These weren't random thugs. They understood international exchange rates. With trembling fingers, I initiated an e-transfer to their Colombian bank account. "Good," he said. "Now PayPal." My PayPal had another $3,000. Emergency money. Within minutes, gone, transferred to Maria's Event Planning Services. "Crypto wallet." I tried to lie. The big man raised his fist. "Bitcoin app," I whispered. My Coinbase held 0.3 Bitcoin, worth about $16,000. I'd been holding it for 2 years, planning to cash out for a condo down payment. Gone. Transferred to some unknown wallet address. In 20 minutes, I'd lost nearly $20,000. 2 years of savings evaporated into the Colombian digital ether. Pleasure doing business, Senor Jacob. They shoved me through a back door into an alley reeking of garbage and broken dreams. No cameras, no witnesses. My phone showed 3:47 a.m. I'd entered feeling like the king of the world. Less than 4 hours later, I was financially gutted and emotionally shattered. The worst part? I couldn't even be angry at anyone but myself. For 3 months, I carried this story like a wound. Too embarrassed to tell friends the full truth, too ashamed to admit that despite all my travel experience, I'd fallen for the oldest trick in the book. Then I saw the headlines few months later. Operación Elite, Gaula y Policía desmantelan red de extorsión turística. The photos stopped my heart. There was Park Club, the bouncer, and in handcuffs, my waiter, identified as a lieutenant in El Ghetto. The real shock was their leader's mugshot, Maria Elena Vasquez, aka La Madrina, the godmother. It wasn't Mary from that night, but the resemblance was unmistakable. Same cheekbones, same predatory smile, same eyes that could convince you to walk into hell. La Madrina had been running this operation for over 2 years. Her clubs were hunting grounds where accomplices lured tourists into extortion schemes. Conservative estimates, over $2 million stolen from tourists. 10 arrests, charges from extortion to kidnapping to money laundering. Justice, finally. But for me, too late. My $20,000 education taught me. Confidence is not wisdom. Experience is not immunity. Sometimes the most dangerous traps feel like rewards. If you're visiting Medellin, and you should, it's incredible. Here's what I wish someone had told me. Trust your instincts, not your ego. VIP treatment from strangers isn't hospitality, it's hunting. Verify everything. Google that club, check reviews, ask hotel staff. Real recommendations have verifiable details. Protect your digital life. Never unlock financial apps under duress. Carry a dummy phone. Keep emergency cash hidden. Stay with groups. Solo travel makes you a target. Know your exits. If you can't leave freely, you're not a customer, you're prey. Pride is temporary, but bankruptcy lasts years. I'm still rebuilding savings, still paying off maxed credit cards, still living with the knowledge that my arrogance funded someone's criminal enterprise. But I'm sharing this story, hoping it saves someone else from the same lesson. Medellin is beautiful. Colombian people are generally warm and welcoming. The nightlife is legitimately incredible. Just make sure you're exploring it on your terms, not theirs. Stay curious, stay careful. The best adventures are ones you survive to tell about. If this story saved you from my mistake, share it. Tag a friend planning a solo adventure. Remind someone you care about that the world is beautiful but not always safe. And if you ever find yourself in a club in Medellin and a beautiful stranger offers VIP treatment, walk away. Your bank account will thank you. If this story helped you avoid a similar situation, smash that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more real stories from Gringos navigating Latin America, the good, the bad, and the expensive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.